You know that feeling when you just feel puffy, a little bloated? Well, what if I told you it's not always about fat? Turns out your body might be holding on to a surprising amount of hidden water weight. Today, we're going to dig into where it's hiding and, more importantly, why. Now, this is going to sound kind of crazy, but it's possible to carry an extra 10 to 30 kilograms. We're talking up to 66 pounds of just excess fluid. I know it sounds like a lot. But in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why this happens and what you can actually do about it. Okay, before we go any further, we have to talk about something really, really important, a crucial safety note. What we're discussing here is general lifestyle-related swelling. If you ever notice swelling in just one leg or just one arm, or if it pops up suddenly for no reason, do not try to fix it yourself. This can be a sign of a serious issue with your heart, your kidneys, or your veins. You need to see a doctor immediately. All right, with that very important note out of the way, let's dive in. What is this hidden water we're talking about? Where is it? And what do we call it? So the official term for this is edema. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Imagine your body as a bustling city made of trillions of cells. Edema is what happens when too much fluid floods the streets and alleyways between all those cell buildings. That's what causes that puffiness and swelling. Right now, you're probably wondering, do I have this? Well, believe it or not, there's a super simple test you can do right now wherever you are to check for it. It's called the pitting test. So go ahead, find the bony part on the front of your lower leg, your shin. Now press down firmly with your thumb, hold it for just a few seconds and then let go and have a look. So what do you see? If that little indent you made bounced back almost instantly, that's great. It means no significant edema there. But if that little pit hangs around for a while and you can watch it slowly fill back in, that's a classic sign that your body is holding on to some extra fluid. So what's actually going on here? Why does this happen? Well, it all comes down to a really delicate balancing act that's happening inside your body every single moment of the day. The two star players in this balancing act are two minerals, sodium and potassium. And here is the absolute key to understanding this whole thing. Sodium's job is to manage the fluid outside of your cells, in those city streets we talked about. Potassium's job is to manage the fluid inside your cells. See, for everything to work right, it's not about how much sodium or potassium you have. It's all about the ratio between them. When that balance gets thrown off, fluid gets pushed out of your cells and into that space between them, and boom, that's edema. Now, minerals aren't the whole story. Protein is also a huge player here. It acts like a sponge, helping to keep fluid inside your blood vessels where it belongs. A serious lack of protein, which can be linked to things like liver or kidney disease, can cause really significant swelling, which again is why any sudden weird edema means you need to call a doctor. And finally, you've got your lymphatic system. Think of it as your body's internal drainage network. But what powers it? It doesn't have its own heart. The pump is your muscles. Every time you move, you're literally squeezing and pumping that lymph fluid along, so if you sit still for too long, things can get a little backed up. Okay, so let's get practical. For most healthy people, what are the common everyday things that are messing up this delicate fluid balance? Offender number one by a long shot is too much sodium. And look, even if you never pick up the salt shaker, salt is a master of disguise. It's hiding everywhere. Processed foods, deli meats, sauces. And you might be surprised to hear it's even in a lot of sweets, baked goods, and some bottled mineral waters. The second major factor is excess body fat. You see, fat tissue is what scientists call hydrophilic, which is just a fancy way of saying it loves water. It grabs onto it. So it's pretty simple. The more fat tissue you have, the more water your body is going to store. And that brings us right back to our two mineral buddies. So often, the real problem isn't just that we're eating too much sodium, it's that we're eating too much sodium and not getting nearly enough potassium to balance it out. That imbalance basically forces your body to hang on to water. Okay, enough about the problems, let's talk solutions. Let's get to the good stuff. How can you actually help your body get back to its natural, happy fluid balance? Now here's a question I hear all the time, and it seems to make perfect sense. Hey, if my body is holding on to too much water, shouldn't I, drink less water? The answer, and this might really surprise you, is a big, loud, clear no. Trying to restrict your water intake can actually make the swelling even worse. Here's the right way to think about it. It's so simple. Just drink when you're thirsty. Your body has an amazing built-in system to tell you what it needs. And if you want a great visual check, just look at the color of your urine. You're aiming for light straw yellow color. If it's dark, your body is telling you to drink up. Now, to tackle that sodium, it's time to get creative in the kitchen. Instead of salt, load up on flavor with herbs and spices. You can also look for potassium salt at the store, which is a great substitute. And here's a fun one. Try nutritional yeast. It has this amazing savory, cheesy flavor that's just fantastic. And what about getting more potassium? This is the easiest part. Just follow the plate principle. At every single meal, just try to fill half your plate with fresh vegetables and fruits. Things like leafy greens, pretty much any veggie, and even dried fruits are absolutely packed with the potassium your body is craving. So when you boil it all down, it's really just a simple 3-step plan. Number 1, move your body, get that muscle pump working. Number 2, balance your minerals, less sodium, more potassium. And number 3, eat whole foods. That's the easiest way to avoid all that hidden salt and processed stuff. And that's it for our explainer. We've covered a lot from the pinning test to the plate principle. So I want to leave you with just one question to think about. Looking at everything we've talked about, what's the one small change you're going to make today to help your body find its balance? Dear friends, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss new useful videos. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. I'll be sure to answer. Stay healthy.